We will not be bothered because automatically it will come. Once you do that, whatever you need, whatever you require, not that as you think, but whatever is required for you will be given to you. That is why Isavashyam idagam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena, whatever he has given, the power, primordial power, whatever he has given to you, you savor it. Look, this is what, that means you have to express gratitude every moment to whatever we have got in this world. We will have to become more deserving to what we have got in this world. It is not that we are deserving, so it has come to us. Well, certainly we are deserving, otherwise it would not have come to us. But we have to continue to be deserving to have these things. That is why we have to express the gratitude. Even, when we take the food, Annadata Sukhi Bhavato, when you do, because always some prochanam and all, when you do it, finally we get up, what you say, Annadata Sukhi Bhavatu. Annadata Sukhi Bhavatu is not only to the person who is feeding you, even the person who is growing the grain in his field. He is working day and night. And he is watering, he is putting the fertilizers, and the people have brought that grain to the market. From there it has come to you. So many all others, your wife or the house, they have all cooked it for you. You will have to be grateful to everyone. It is not that, Annadata Sukhi Bhavatu is not only that to the person who has the resources and feeds you. It goes to everyone. In North, there is a proverb, Daan Daan mein likha hai khane wale ka naam. See, every grain, the name of the person who is going to take is written. That's what they say. That means the God has given such a grace, what you have to eat has already been ordained by him. It comes to you and you are eating it. So you have to be grateful to all these people. They are expressing the gratitude, the highest form of receivership, in the sense receiving the God's grace. More you express gratitude to everyone, the God will give you more. The God's grace will come to you automatically. This is the concept. Finally, with that, what happens is you become compassionate, humble. You don't have any, because so slowly the ego part goes off, and the sattva component of our thinking, attitude, and everything grows up. But certainly, because more it grows, more we will be getting the grace, and the life will be happier. The next mantra we will go for that 1.2.20. That is again one of the wonderful mantras. We will try to express the cursory meaning of it. The detailed meaning, perhaps we may have to take it in the next class. In your page number 57, it is there. This mantra is Anor Aniyon Anor Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan. Anor Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan, in the sense, the soul is like an anu, atom. But he, Aniyan, subtler than atom, like subatomic particle. If we are like an atom, he is subatomic particle. Subatomic particles, and there is electron, photon, and so many other gigatrons, so many things are there in them. So he is one of those things. So now the quantum physics, the concept is even atom is a form of energy. The 0.001% is, whatever called this atom and is the components and all. Rest of it is all photons, energy. Because the Einstein's theory of relativity, finally it says everything is in the form of energy. We as human being, we are only 0.01% as the material body, because this what we are seeing ourselves in the mirror. We are 99.9% of energy. What is that energy? Thoughts are energy. Whatever thought, your mind creates so many thoughts, millions of thoughts. You are almost getting 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts. Even a lack of thoughts comes in a mind per day, because you are energy of that. So when you are discarding all the unwanted thoughts and focusing on whatever you have to do, you are gathering energy. You are becoming energy personified. So when you are energized, the entire effervescence will be there. You will be resplendent. You will be able to communicate. You will be able to contribute to the whole world, to yourself, and to the work which you are doing. You will be able to give the best. Excel in everything, whatever you are doing. Excel in the work, what you are doing. Excel in the relationship, what you are having. Excel in your attitude towards others. Everything will come. That is what we want to achieve. That's what, the greatest gift what we can get from the God in this life. Aniron Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan. He is the biggest of the biggest. Because with when Vishwarupa, when we take Vishwarupa Darshanam, when we say every mayor and all, and even when you see the portrait of Vishwarupa, all of us are in that in a small, not even a speck. We may not be found. In the entire whole world is the entire cosmos is there. All the galaxies are into him. He is folding Chet Achet. Everything is into him. He is the master of everything. Mahato Mahiyan. So that is na atmasya janto nihato guhayam. Apart from that, he is so big. He is subtler than atom. In spite of it, he has chosen to be a part of every being, every creature. Not only as Chet Achet. Like even the, because the inanimate objects, everything, insentient objects, he is part of it. He is there, his presence is there. He is giving you the energy to exhaust whatever, your thoughts are ordained to do. To exhaust all your vasanas. To exhaust, what you want to do in this world, and the entire strength comes from him. He is the battery, he is the power giver to you. And he is taking care of you. And he has put you in this body so that you get the experience. Just because you are a soul and this is the body, you will have to take care of the body as well. That's what Vivekananda says. If you are purchasing a car, because the body is like a car, and the gas, because the gasoline, is the power, which gives to you and all. You fill the gasoline, gasoline is the Brahman who is the power, but you have to look after the car. You maintain the car. You have to service it. Likewise, you have to look after your body itself. It's not you neglect your body and all. Have a wonderful body so that your experience is wonderful. At the same time, you go beyond the body, mind, and intellect. How is that? You can't do both these things. It's all contradict. No other religion says that. Why only Sanatana Dharma this concept has come? Long before, I have given an example. Even Amarnath may remember me a lot. It is like a pole vault. You have to gather in the sense. Pole vault, every time, when the Russian used to be the continuous champion for a long time. Even now, another Russian has taken over him because he is the champion there and all. When you take a pole vault, you will take a long pole. The long pole is, whatever you have to gain in this world. The experience, the spiritual knowledge, and, the finally, your the discriminating power, the increasing the sattva component, everything is the biggest pole. What you do with the pole when you're doing a pole vault? You just run fast. Running fast is, as you go in this world, running fast. Take that pole with whatever you gained other than put it in the keg. There is an iron keg in the sun. Put it and the pole takes you to the highest level. Where you have to cross the bar. When you are crossing the bar, you will leave the pole. You will not be holding on to all the experiences, knowledge, and other things because that is the bliss highest. So once you have got into that, you are going to go and cross the pole. You need all these things. Longer the pole, you will be able to clear the higher the pole vault. It is like a pole vault. For that, because the entire life experience is to cross the bar. Not that there is a goal and you will have to go and peg there and all. You are not going to stay there. You will have to cross the bar and get into the other side. Where is the other side? Apare, as this Upanishad has said, that is where Vaikunta or Kailasha, whatever is there. That is the Swarga. Where he is there, you are reaching his abode. That is fullest bliss. But at that point of time, all these things enables you to reach there. But then, you will have to leave all other things. That means you will not have any desire. You will not have to run in the world as you are running towards the pole vault. And you will have to hold on all to the knowledge and all because you will have to face the world and gain the experience and other things and all. But once you put it and cross the bar, then these things are no longer required. Once you get that bliss, that means you don't have a desireless state. When you have thoughtless state, thoughts are there, but desirelessness is there. Once your desirelessness is there, that is the mumukshotvam. See, that is why in the Viveka Chudamani, Shankaracharya says there are three things in a human being has to achieve. Manushyatvam, Durlabham Manushyatvam. We have got, as Abhayar has said, Manidaradu Manadara Pirattalaridu. We have become a Manidar. And without any of the defects, all the faculties working. That is the greatest gift God has given. Having come to this, having used this gift to gain the knowledge and have all the scriptures and other things and all, then what you will have to do is Mumukshatvam. Mumukshatvam is slowly discriminating. And discriminating in the sense, because it's not renouncing the effects of them. You will be acting in the world. You will not be bothering. You will be trying to focus, give your excellence into everything what you are doing. Even a small act what you are doing, you will try to give excellence. If you are a lawyer, you will try to give the best. And if you are a chartered accountant, you will do the best. If you are a doctor, you will be doing the best to get the cure for that. You will do everything. That is what, that is where the divinity is there. You will have to focus on your word. That is the mukshatvam. Once you that, you forget yourself when you are doing it. You are not going to be bothered what fees I am going to get. What am I going to do? That is okay. That is incidental. It will happen. But you will be focusing on that. Then Mahapurushatvam. Manushyatvam, Mokshatvam, Mahapurushatvam. Mahapurushatvam is like Kanchi Shankaracharya, Mahaparivar. So many acharyas who have come, Ramana Maharishi. So many people who have come and all. Ramana Maharishi, have you seen him in any opulent? He was always there and all. He was always available. And he was always smiling, compassionate. He was doing everything and all. And likewise, because there are so many other, the great masters were there and all. In the up north were there, in the south were there and all. Like Vivekananda. Vivekananda, when he said, because whatever he said, he has never kept anything to himself. Be it the knowledge or possessions, everything, finally he gave it to everything and all. It is like that. At that point of time, because you have crossed the pole vault. For you, because you are highest bliss, these things doesn't matter, doesn't have any meaning to you. And that is the highest you will have to achieve. This is for Viveka Chudamani, the highest, the magnum opus of Advaita philosophy. He says, Manushyatvam, Mumukshatvam, Mahapurushatvam. Same thing has been said by all the Ramanujacharya also, the Madhvacharya also. Then finally we say surrender. Surrender in the sense, you will have to give up everything, to him, because you do. Whatever happens, it makes you happen as you would need. That's why, because we have got the famous, the Sotra, Ananyan Chintayanto Mam Yajana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabi Yuktanam Yogakshemam Mahameham. Ananyan Chintayanto, you don't worry about anything and all. Chintayanto means, you be focusing only on the God in the form of doing whatever you're doing at that point of time. Give your excellence everything and all. He is guiding you. You will tell him, even you get into a problem, when you are, even while performing a function, if you are getting into a problem, you think of him, look, let me get the clarity of thought, focus on that. He will give the source of knowledge, where you can get the solution for your problem. Then you go about it. Ananyan Chintayanto Mam Yejana Padyupasate. When you are focusing only on the work, and the work finally, you are not the doer, finally gets everything done by you once you are Chintayanto Mam Yejana Padyupasate. Tesham, for him, Nityabi Uttanam Yogakshemam Mahamya. I will carry the entire fruits. I will carry the fruits of it and I will just make it happen. But let him not, be waiting for expecting the fruits. I will give it. I will tell a small story, before closing. I will just do that. One Mahan, is Yadava Tirtha, because in Tirukovilur, there is a Vrindavan is there, it is called Rahottama Tirtha. Rahottama Tirtha, he had a Sishya called Vedesha Tirtha and Yadava Tirtha. This Yadava Tirtha is the one, who was a businessman, because initially he was a businessman. He was doing all things and finally he took, because his Vedesha Tirtha, his brother has become a sannyasi, he gave up everything and all. He became his disciple. So while one day he was writing this, because there are two incidents, I will tell you both. Because it has one has happened in some part of Tamil Nadu, one has happened in some part of Orissa. So when he was reading this particular mantra, he became, he almost became a sannyasi. He gave up everything and he was distributing whatever he has earned and all. He was a bidi sannyasi in the sense, he was totally be in the service of the human mind, of human beings. And then he was telling, how can God, Lord is so high, he is so powerful. He has created us, he has created the world, he has given everything and all. So we should not think, Lord should be carrying everything fruits. Yogakshemam Mahameham, in the sense, one of the meaning is he carries everything on his head and brings it to you. The Paramatma, Krishna brings everything to you once you are having these qualities. Because you become so great, Dasana Dasa, he gives it to you like that. So it should not be correct. How can we make Lord to carry on his head? Instead of that, with the red ink, he just struck down that, the Mahamyaham. Dadamyaham, he wrote. He gives it, not carries on his head. Okay, so I should not make the Lord to carry on his head, that entire thing he will bring it. Why should I do it? After all, he is so great. He has given me this body, as Shankaracharya has get. Durlabham Manushya Janmanam he has given, and in the Mumukshatvam also I was, by God's grace, I was able to get. Now Mahapurushatvam, let him give if I deserve and all, but let me not, the God be sort of, the loaded with, he should carry on his head. And he put that. And when he went to the temple, there he was finding 3 red marks on the face of the God. He said, because how come, I have just struck down only the word. Why God should have 3 red marks on his face? It was bleeding. He said, look, because when a person attains such a great quality, the God, he said, I will have to give it. I will have to carry it. So he thought, he should not be, he thought God is like us. So he should not be burdened. He doesn't have anything. He is beyond every one of us. You can't bring him, you can't limit him, with as like a human being, like a character. So he can give anything and everything at any point of time. That is why then he again got back and gave the same word, because in his house, his wife was waiting for him to bring some bhiksha. He was doing all these things, he forgot. But by the time when he went to his house, his wife said some young boy came. He carried, all the food materials, including, the ghee and everything has come to my house. He said, you have sent it and all. From where you have sent it and how did you get the money? He asked him. This man understood. Yadav Tirtha, what is that? I didn't send anything and all. How come, because he has sent that and all. Then, he has understood the word Vahamyaham, what he said. It should be Vahamyaham. He gives it. You don't have to consider him, he will be knowing. He is beyond everything. He is Aja. He is unborn. He doesn't have. He is Vishwarupa. We are all part of it. We think, we have to give it to him. He should not be burdened. We don't think about it. He is beyond everyone. That is what Anor Naniyan Mahato Mahiyan. That concept. Same thing happened in Orissa also. That Brahmin, who was a very devout Brahmin, he thought, I should not be using Mahamyam, it shouldn't be Dadamyaham. He was a very poor person, and every day he was hardly getting any sort of bhiksha for his house. On that day, it was Raj Jagannath himself has carried the entire bhiksha to his house. He said, because you are a great devotee, you are doing everything with such a focus and concentration. So you are deserving, you are the first one to deserve to get it, and you don't worry about it. Likewise, this is not only we are doers, and finally he is the one finally bestowing in whatever is our need, not our greed. So that is the entire, and it has got 2 more sentences and all. We will cover, the